Always forgive your enemies, nothing annoys them so much. Oscar Wilde. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. Nelson Mandela. Be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. Confucius. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Martin Luther King Jr. True forgiveness is when you can say, thank you for that experience. Oprah Winfrey. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. Mark Twain. Forgiveness is not an occasional act, it is a constant attitude. Martin Luther King Jr. Forgiveness is the final form of love. Reinhold Niebuhr. Before we can forgive one another, we have to understand one another. Emma Goldman. Anger makes you smaller, while forgiveness forces you to grow beyond what you are. Sherry Carter Scott. It is surely better to pardon too much than to condemn too much. George Eliot. Love only grows by sharing. You can only have more for yourself by giving it away to others. Brian Tricito. Forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. Louis B. Smeadsway. Cannot embrace God's forgiveness if we are so busy clinging to past wounds and nursing old grudges. D. Jake. Never forget the three powerful resources you always have available to you: love, prayer and forgiveness. Jackson Brown Jr. The truth is, unless you let go, unless you forgive yourself, unless you forgive the situation, unless you realize that the situation is over, you cannot move forward. Steve Maraboli. Inner peace can be reached only when we practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is letting go of the past, and is therefore the means for correcting our misperceptions. Gerald Jimpolska. Be the one who nurtures and builds. Be the one who has an understanding and a forgiving heart, one who looks for the best in people. Leave people better than you found them. Marvin J. Ashton. The only thing a person can ever really do is keep moving forward. Take that big leap forward without hesitation, without once looking back. Simply forget the past and forge toward the future. Alison Noel. One of the keys to happiness is a bad memory. Rita Mae Brown. We are all mistaken sometimes we do wrong things that have bad consequences. But it does not mean we are evil, or that we cannot be trusted ever afterward. Alison Crogento. Love means loving the unlovable. To forgive means pardoning the unpardonable. Faith means believing the unbelievable. Hope means hoping when everything seems hopeless. K. Chesterton. As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I'd still be in prison. Nelson Mandela. One should never do wrong in return, nor mistreat any man, no matter how one has been mistreated by him. Socrates. All children should be taught to unconditionally accept, approve, admire, appreciate, forgive, trust, and ultimately, love their own person. Asa Don Brownie. I'm tired of people saying that poor character is the only reason people do wrong things. Actually, circumstances cause people to act a certain way. It's from those circumstances that a person's attitude is affected, followed by weakening of character. Not the reverse. If we had no faults of our own, we should not take so much pleasure in noticing those in others and judging their lives as either black or white, good or bad. We all live our lives in shades of gray. Shannon L. Alder. People aren't always what you want them to be. Sometimes they disappoint you or let you down, but you have to give them a chance first. You can't just meet someone and expect them to be everything you're looking for and then be angry when they're not every hope and aspiration you projected onto them. It's foolish to believe that someone will be what you imagine them to be. And sometimes, when you give them a chance, they turn out to be better than you imagined. Different, but better. Chloe Rattray. Image 1. Sad son hugging his dad via Shutterstock. Image 2. Silhouette people raising hands over. Blurred the cross via Shutterstock. Image 3. Young woman meditating via Shutterstock. Photo by Zune from Pexels. Subscribe to our newsletter. Sign up to receive our top articles, courses and other freebies direct to your inbox. Let's block ads.